Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday, and welcome to the Recovered on Purpose show, Monday Motivation. Today, we're going to be talking about the 5 steps to finding a mentor in your life that'll take you where you want to go. Love you guys so much. Enjoy the show and keep living Recovered on Purpose.
The black represents the darkness from which we came. The white represents the light in which we now live. And the red represents the passion it takes to live Recovered on Purpose.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Thank God it's Monday. We have a new week. We have a new you. We have a new opportunity to go at our life, go at our dreams. Guys, let me know where you're coming in from. If you're watching this live, let me know your clean and sober day. Obviously, we always love to celebrate the recovery time that we have together. And guys, today the show is Monday Motivation, and we're talking about finding that mentor that'll take you to the places that you want to go. And I've got 5 steps prepared for you. I've had a lot of different mentors in my life that have taken me to the places I want to go. And now that we're in recovery, we're actually able to be good mentees, which is a powerful place to come from. When we actually have dreams, we actually have goals that we want to do in our life, we are able to do the habitual things and the steps that we need to take to get there. And now it's time to find someone that can help us get there. Tina, good morning. Good to see you, Tina. Welcome to the show. All right, we're going to get right into it. Monday Motivation is a shorter show than usual. So the importance of a mentor. And guys, this is a key for everything. I mean, if you want to cut the amount of time it takes you to get to a certain place that you want to go, you have to have a guide to get you there. So I want you to imagine this. If you have the same knowledge that you have right now, and you have a goal, and when you see that goal in your mind, you see the steps to get there, and you think it'll take you 3 years to get there. It'll take you 3 years to get to that place. If you talk to somebody, if you find a mentor that is already there, that has already done all the steps, that has already done all the failures on their way there, what can happen is they can take their failures, they can take their lessons and cut your time in half or more. So something that would take 3 years for you to attain, with the right mentor, you could get it all the way down to a year or a year and a half at most. And that's the importance of it. And this is something that, a mentor is someone that can help you with every aspect of life. Someone that can help you get to the goals that you want to get to and become the person that it takes to have the goals in your life. Because it's not just about achieving the goals. It's not just about, achieving this success goal that we have, this certain thing that we have. But in order to achieve these goals, we have to become somebody that has a life that is able to have those goals in it, that's able to be the person that holds on to those goals. Just like a good metaphor for this, if you give $1 million to someone that has no idea how to manage money, they will be broke shortly after they get that $1 million. But in the process of making that $1 million, if it takes you a certain amount of time and you're learning about money, you're learning about how to manage the money, how to make the money come in, and that kind of stuff. By the time you have the $1 million, you've become somebody that has learned all the lessons, that has all the skills that it takes to hold on to that $1 million. It's not about getting the $1 million; it's about keeping it, right? So these goals that we have, it's really important that we keep them. We become the person that is able to have them in our life. And now we're going to talk about the 5 steps to finding a mentor. And let me know in the comments if you have a mentor right now. All of us, most of us in recovery, we've found some kind of mentor, spiritual advisor, a sponsor, someone that helped us find recovery. And now that we're in recovery, we need a mentor to take us to the places that we want to go in our life. The places that we want to go in our life in recovery, the things that we want to do, the goals that we want to achieve. And a mentor is the type of person that can take you there. So the 5 steps, and I'm going to hop in here real quick. Here from Clarksville, Tennessee, and I have 72 days clean. Let's go, Tina. Congratulations. Montgomery, Alabama, 106 days clean. What's up, Daryl? Good to see you. Good morning, Lewis, coming in from Phoenix, Arizona. What's up, brother? My bad. Good morning. Good to see you, Daryl. Good to see you. Good morning. Illinois, 91 days. What's up, Wes? 91 days. Congratulations. Kyle, you are one of my mentors, bro. 5/19/22, Cleveland, Ohio. Awesome, Kyle. And I know we talk a lot, brother. And I'm excited about the places that we're going together. Excited about it. Sheila, good morning from Nashville. Good morning, Sheila. Great to see you. So step one to finding a mentor is get clear on your goals. You got to get very, very clear on what it is that you want with life. These goals can be achievement goals, they can be habit goals, and they can be being goals. And what I mean by that is a habit goal is something that you're bringing into your life that you're going to create a habit with. Something that you don't have a specific outcome with it that you want to achieve, but you have a habit that you want to have in your life. Maybe that habit is, I want to read 10 pages a day. Maybe the habit is, I want to meditate 5 minutes a day. These different habits that we know are good for us, that we can add into our life that would be good for us in the long term, but it doesn't have something necessarily specifically attached to it. And then an achievement goal is something that we want to achieve, whether it's we want to write a book, or we want to get promoted at work, or we want to become a certified addictions counselor. These things are actually set goals, set achievement goals that we have to work for in order to get this thing to happen. And then a being goal is a goal that we want to have inside of us. Like, we want to feel more joy. We want to feel more peace. We want to feel more disciplined. We want to think highly of ourselves and about the people in our life. We want to change the perspective that we have. And getting very clear on these 3 types of goals in our life is the first step to finding a mentor who can help you get there. Because a mentor is like a guide, like a map. I want you to think of GPS. And the GPS is the mentor. But GPS can't help you get to where you're going if you don't know where you're going, if you don't know where you want to go. A GPS can see where you're at. A GPS can ask you some questions or check on your location and see where you're at. But if you don't type in where you want to go, the GPS can't help you get there. So think of a mentor basically like a GPS. You got to be open and willing and honest with them about where you're at now, and then the goals that you want to achieve, the goals that you want to be, the goals that you want to add into your life so that they can help you to become that person, okay? Number 2, make a list of 5 people that you currently look up to. 5 people in your life right now, either you are connected with, maybe it's maybe it's an uncle, maybe it's your mom's friend or your dad's friend, or someone that you look up to right now that you're connected to. Or maybe this is somebody like the owner of the business that you work at. Maybe you have a position at a job where you're at the desk, you're at the front desk, and the owner is really busy because he has 5 different locations, and he's not coming in and talking to every single employee all the time. But you look up to that owner because that owner is obviously doing something big in his life and you want to learn from him. So make a list of 5 people that you look up to currently in your life right now, and think about who they are to you. Think about why it is that you look up to them. Write down what it is about them that you look up to, and become really clear on that also. I can tell you for myself, I've had mentors in my life that I looked up to for many different reasons. My good friend and mentor, Josh Kashadorian, when I was beginning my relationship with him and having conversations with him about different things of business and life and relationship with Christ, I remember this one time we were on the phone and he was in the middle of talking, and his kids came up to him with something that happened out in the yard, and they, for lack of a better term, interrupted him while we were talking. And as I was sitting there on the phone with him, listening to the way that he interacted with his kids, that's when it clicked in me that I want to learn from him on how to become a father and a husband, somebody that can have that kind of relationship with their kids, because I had never seen somebody or witnessed somebody, respond to that kind of thing with their kids. No anger, no pushing them away, none of that. It was just extreme. It was just something I'd never seen before, and that's what I was looking up to him for. And I've also had mentors for writing a book. I've had a mentor that coached me on the process on how to write and publish a book, and I was able to do it in 5 weeks. I've had mentors on business, how to build a Facebook page, how to do live videos, how to build a movement with people and express a lot of value and give a lot of value in business. I've had people that I watched do that, and that's what I wanted them to teach me. And so I want you to become clear on what it is that you love about these people that you're looking up to. And do your research on this. Do your research on that person, because there's nothing better than when somebody reaches out to a mentor. Like, imagine that you're doing a lot in life. You're busy in life. You're doing a lot of things, and you're going around and you're working and doing all this stuff. And someone reaches out to you and just says, "Hey, I love this about you." You know, they've done their research. They know that, all the work that you put in to get to the success that you're at. And, maybe they know about something that you do behind the scenes. Everybody doesn't publicly know that you volunteer at the homeless shelter every single Sunday. And somebody reaches out to you and says, "Hey, I love what you're doing in business. And also, I think it's amazing that you volunteer every Sunday at the homeless shelter. That's something I really look up to." So do your research on these 5 people. Find out what it is about them that makes them operate in the way that they operate, and something about their being, something about who they are as a person above what they do as work. Because that's how we're going to connect with them deeper, is when we recognize who they are as a person and compliment them on. We want to compliment them on who they are, and then go into their success and what you look up to in their success or their journey, and what you want to attain from being mentored by them, basically. And then number 4 is, with that research, you're going to have an elevator pitch prepared. It's got to be real clear. It's got to be real concise and fairly short when you reach out to this person. So how can you get a hold of them? Is it going to be email? Are you going to have an opportunity to see them in person? Do you actually have access to their phone number? Whatever it is, you got to get really clear on exactly what you're going to say to them when you reach out. And an elevator pitch is something that can take a minute or less to do. So in this pitch, and you always want to start with why. Start with why. And the way that you do that is you compliment them, just like we were talking about. Compliment them on something about who they are as a person, what you know about them from the research that you've done, who they are as a person. I love that you volunteer. I love the way that you are with your family. I love that, you spend this amount of time with your family with everything else shut off. Start with complimenting them on who they are as a person, then go into the success that they have. Short, I look up to you for this, I look up to you for that. And then you're going to tell them your goals. Then you're going to tell them those very specific goals that you've recognized that you have, that in your research, you can see that they are somebody that could help you get there. If your goal, let's say you want to reach out to the owner of the business that you work at right now. You're at the front desk, and let's say it's at a treatment center. And this guy owns 5 treatment centers. And what you actually want to do is you want to run one of his treatment centers. Now, this is somebody, there's a little bit of a difference between a sponsor and a mentor. And what can happen in this type of relationship is you reach out to this person and you tell them, I really look up to what you're doing for addicts in the community. I love that you have built this huge company that's helping this many addicts per year. And, I'm working at your front desk at this location, and I have a goal that I actually want to run one of your treatment centers. Can you give me some guidance on what I would need to do to get there? And that's clear. That's what it is. You've just asked him or her to be your mentor by giving you advice, by giving you answers to questions. And the great thing is that if it's somebody that can actually give you that position, you're already getting yourself in the door. Because if they answer you with direct steps to run one of their treatment centers, right? Maybe it's a year, 2, 3, 5 years down the road. But if they give you direct steps to get to running one of their treatment centers, then number 5 comes in. Be a good mentee. When a mentor gives you guidance, when a mentor gives you specific pathways and answers to get to where you're going, the way that you're going to get more answers from them is by doing those exact steps. And then you come back to them. And when you come back to them, you say, hey, I did this step, and this is what happened. This is what I learned from that step. I did this step, and this is what happened. This is how hard it was. This is what happened. And you're just honest with them. But the most important thing is that you do the steps that they gave you to do. And in that process, they're going to see that their time is not being wasted. Their time with answering your questions and mentoring you is not being wasted. So be a good mentee by doing what they tell you to do. And in this relationship, the beautiful thing about a mentee-mentor relationship is that the only value that is really being given for the mentor is their wisdom is being rightly applied. Their knowledge is being used to help someone else. And there's some spiritual principles behind this about, we have to share in order to get more. We have to have somebody in our life that we're helping in order to have more help available to us. It's a spiritual paradox, basically. And a lot of us know that from recovery. So those are the 5 steps to finding and attaining a mentor that can take you to the places that you want to go. Hopping back in the comments. Boston, Mass, 1 year, October 11th, 2022. Let's go, Lindsay. Good to see you. Good morning. Casey, good to see you. Good morning from Georgia, 387 days. Let's go. Ashley, Greenwood, South Carolina. Great to see you. Suzanne, thank you for your beautiful insight. Absolutely, Suzanne. Great to see you. Maria, good morning from Topeka, Kansas. What's up, Maria? Good to see you. Good morning, 0 days. Tim, we got you, brother. We got you, Tim. Keep showing up wherever you're at in the world. There's a lot of communities around you right now in this moment that will welcome you in there. And there's people that can, help you get to where you want to go. All of us in recovery at one point in our addiction, we had to find a mentor, a spiritual advisor, or a sponsor that was able to give us the steps to take to get to recovery, to find recovery. And then we had to be a good mentee. We had to follow direction. We had to do the things that we had to do in order to find recovery. So Tim, we got you here, and I can't wait for you to continue coming in here. And I love it when I hear 30 days, bro. I love it when I hear 30 days from people that started on the show at 0 days. So keep going, brother. We love you. Good morning from Yorkton, Saskatchewan. What's up? What's up, Nikita? Good to see you. Great to see you. And then welcome. Yes, amen. Good morning, Takinia. Good to see you. Good to see you. A quick good morning. Have a great week. Shout out from Illinois. Headed to work. 109 days. Awesome. Amen. And guys, if you're just hopping on right now, we just went over the 5 steps to finding, acquiring, and being a good mentee to a mentor. Love you all so much. Have an incredible week. Make the list of people in your life that you look up to this week and get really clear on your goals. Okay. Love you all so much. Have an incredible week and keep living recovered.